Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today on this fine, fine day? We got Stardew today. Not your average Stardew, though. I hope you're all excited for this day. Just gotta get all these secrets out, just so we have something fancy. I hope you're all excited for another time with Boshi. It's been a it's been a crazy morning, to be completely honest. But it's nice to be back. I honestly love modded Stardew Valley. Just gotta wait for it to load. I know this is what usually takes the longest, is the first load in. I should have fully loaded in before stream, but I didn't think of it. Um, Gosh. Anything interesting for you guys? I hope so. Oh, there's my little hand. Bah. Weather report. Partial cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen. Ah, the spirits are mildly perturbed. Ah, such a beautiful day. Bum bum. So this is for seeds. This is kind of like trash and monster stuff. This is stone. And this is other stuff. I love this game's music too much sometimes. But honestly, I don't know what I could do without some of the stuff I play in this game because something about it always just makes my day. Being able to just kind of chill. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget to water the doggo. Speaking of doggos, my doggo is in her own little world. And hoo boy. I think that's the best way to put it is hoo boy. Okay, so things we need to get done. We need to get more crops. Specifically of higher quality. What else? What else? What else? We need more stuff for the community center. So we're gonna need to make some money. Need to save up a bunch of those. Need to get a bunch of wood, stone, and hardwood. More of that. More of that. More of that. Fish tank. We need a catfish and a tiger trout. We need a bunch of shellfish. Bunch of these. Gold star shad. Largemouth bass, tuna, and walleye. Can get those. Okay. I'm just trying to remember exactly everything we need because that's gonna be important. I love this game. It's actually really nice. Is I don't know. I'm just kind of enjoying this music way too much right now. Okay, then just okay. Well, I do want to get rid of a bunch of shit though, like holy crap. Um, but I do hope everyone is like doing okay today. Um, I know recently there's been a few things going on for all sorts of people around just the world in general. And I think it's interesting kind of looking at some of the stuff that's going around here and there, but there's also that point where you just are like, okay, that's enough for today. um, and I think most of us understand that part wholeheartedly of, okay, that's enough for today, enough internet today. I do hope everyone is doing okay, though. Everyone deserves a bit of time to just have a break, relax, not have to think about all that. Because it just gets annoying, and boy, I can only imagine how dreadful it gets. Oh boy. But I know for me, I'm just happy to play this game again. Just chill. We'll see how far we get in the game today. Who knows? We might get really far, we might not. Alls I know is I just enjoy taking it slow and steady. He pupper. I love dogs. They're great. Dogs are the best. I can just like I could sit here playing this game and I could just listen to the sounds for hours on end, not even playing in some cases. Something about it is oh so comforting. And I don't know what it is about the sounds that's oh so comforting to me, but it is. And I don't mind it because it's nice. It's nice to have a comforting game like this. And then boop. As I keep bumping my microphone, doing things in the background at the same time. I've thought about doing streams later in the day. I know for some days I can't, but for other days I can. It really just depends. And it's one of those things where I kind of just gotta look at like my schedule. And if I were to do it later in the day, I would need to probably be like, hey, I'm doing this at this point, etc. Or I'd need something that changes my schedule a lot. Like a change in job schedule, etc. But only know so much can happen. And I don't expect much to happen, honestly. I've kind of learned not to expect much. Chomp, 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 chomp. Okay, that's wood. I mean, I still do need wood. So it's not like it's a bad thing. I could just chill here in a farm in this game and just sit back and relax. But I know it wouldn't be interesting to anyone who decides to watch. Because I would just be like already extremely quiet as I can be at times, and there would be nothing going on. So it's not like anything would be happening and people would get bored. Though I definitely do enjoy this, still, nonetheless. E I'm edging that. Chum. There we go. Then I can at least put, like, some stuff away. Or I can put some stuff in the construction bundle. Might as well. Hum bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba da ba bum 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. I love the music in this game way too much. It's just really nice being able to just chill in a game like this. Not having to worry much about, like, weird things. And just being able to chill. Be yourself in a game. Nothing else. It's nice. This one's gonna be a difficult one. I don't think I have anything for these. This one's gonna be more annoying than anything else, but I can, like, do it during summer. I'll have better farming by then and stuff. So that's a good thing. Like, summer to fall area. Bum ba bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Okay, what does this quest ask for? Yeah, no, it ain't raining anytime soon. Hi, Alex. Dig through the trash. Might as well go stop by the beach while I can. Talk to Elliot when I have the chance, since... Wow. You're not a fan of my dandelion. Didn't know you were such a prude about it. Jokes aside, though, I actually enjoy it a lot. Just talking about random shit and just being a bit of a menace in this game. It's fun to be a menace at times. I'm interested in how the sewers have changed. If they've changed. Well, there's Sam. Let's see what's in this trash can. Nothing. Sounds about right. Well, at least I can take these back and, like, sort them out a bit better. So that's at least a plus. Well, this needs to go in. I can sell those. But I can also technically sell this. Can put extra stuff in here. Extra stuff in here. And then in here. Then I'm gonna need this for tomorrow. Oh boy, here we go again. Well, at least we're gonna make a little bit of money. Ooh, mining level 2. Crafting recipe of staircase. Foraging level 3. Tapper. You'll never get me alive, tappers. I think one of the most I don't know what it is, and I don't know if it's just me. Weather report. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Fortune teller. Spirits are neutral today. Not bad, not bad. I might actually go to the mines today. Um, I don't know if it's just me or not, but whenever I go to a new place, like, just in general, like, new place, if they have cheese curds, I have to try them. It's the same thing with, like, different things such as, like, meat pizza, etc., because I need to try it, it feels like. Like, I have this internal side of me that's just like, you must judge them on their faults. So I do. Ooh, horseradish. It's not just your average everyday horseradish, it's a wild horseradish. It's all wild and shit. This is a great gift. Thank you. I don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry. Well, I'll show you, sorry. Get your ass over here. And stick 'em up. Give him the old 1-2 punch. Hey, shit pie. I'm alright. I'm just being a weirdo. As always. I hope you're well today. Ooh, more horseradish. Anything down here? Doesn't seem like it. I'm just enjoying a nice day in Stardew. Being a weirdo at the same time. Oh, you're outside? Hi. I'm not what you call the chatty type. Do you want a horseradish? Be hard to pass. My apologies. Wow! He's just like, hard pass. Fuck no. Just, what are you, a mouse? I think your stream's meant, is the stream meant to be a menu? Is it doing that? Why is it doing that again? God damn it. Yeah, okay. I, give me a moment as I also try and check this. Can I... One moment as I... There we go. Let's see if this works. Because I hate when it does that, because I know it likes to fuck up, and it sucks because usually people won't say anything as well, and I don't know for a fact if it works. Um, let's see if this works now, and, like, I'm moving for everyone, hopefully. We'll see. Because I switched to a different... Yep. Seems to have fixed it. At least it says it did, so... Anyways, how have I been? I've been alright. It's been one of those types of mornings where I'm just like... What? I had to deal with my dog Athena having an injury. Um, she's had a spot on her ear, and I'm quite sure it's an age spot, like one of those things dogs get as they get older. But because of how rough her and my dog Dewey play sometimes, it happened to start bleeding, and so I needed to take care of that. I always forget I can do that. But yeah, it was a whole other thing that I had to take care of, and it was like... because I'm just here like, you're doing this to yourself, dog, please. Like, that's how it feels every time. Like, please, dog. Mm-mm. Good old copper. But it's like, yeah, with my dogs, it's just a hit or miss on how they're doing sometimes, it feels like. Because one time they'll be fine, no issues, and then the next you have that. And it's like, really? Really, Athena? But such is the caveat of owning older dogs at times. Especially German Shepherds. Their energy knows no bounds. Speaking of energy and knowing no bounds, I hear that specific dog barking right now. I can hear her going rah 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 rah, and I can guarantee you it is almost certainly the wind or the stray cat that lives here. Well, not here, but lives around here. So it's not like something that's uncommon. It's just her barking to bark, it feels like a lot of the times. She barks at almost anything. Ooh, a special slime. That could be really useful for me. Come on, give me something good. Rubber boots! I said good, not bad. Jesus. Just got back from shoveling snow. It was snowing like there's no tomorrow. It was this night slash morning. The snow also got wet, so it looked triple the toll on my back. Yeah. Snow can suck to shovel. I am someone who has lived in a snowy area most of my life. By most, I mean literally all my life. It snows quite a good chunk already. Just in general because of like how it is. And yeah, snow can suck. And it is never fun. But yeah. I'm thankful that I can work through I'm thankful that my like job and stuff, I don't need to leave the house for it all the time. Because it's like call center shit slash art shit at the same time, and it's like, I can do that from home. So it's like, yay. But even then, like, I know we were supposed to get like loads and loads of snow, but then nothing. Just nothing. Which then reminds me of, I think one of the most weird historical, like, things that I've heard about, like, and it's not known for sure if it's, like, true fact or not, but there's an old, like, and I'm quite sure it's a wives' tale, that, like, for example, if you've ever heard of the St. Louis Arch, um, but there's a whole thing about, well, it was created, and the person who created it knew about how certain things worked, and it was supposed to deter certain types of weathers. And yeah, I don't believe that that's true. I looked at like some of the weather patterns, and it's like, you know, I wonder because I got curious because of all the storms that we've been having here that were supposed to be snow that just turned to freezing rain, and all the storms they had. Lo and behold, the storms just, and I know it's probably just some random coincidence, but they just kept dispersing right before hitting like St. Louis, and I'm like, what in the absolute fuck? Because it's such a specific and weird thing that you would not expect it to be that way. Because it just sounds so fake. But then I got into a rabbit hole, and there's a surprising amount of evidence that it does seem to have a lot of storms that disperse before there. And that could just be a whole, like, by chance thing. But it's so funny to me that that has become a mini theory, apparently, for people who visit there, etc. To an extent where I'm just kind of like, that's kind of funny. Because it's like, is it real? Probably not. If it was real, it just makes it 10 times more funny. Because it's just like, so specific. Snow is like my favorite thing about Russia, lol. When I was a kid, I shook by how many places I didn't get any snow at all. I honestly love snow, but I just don't get a lot of snow here all the time. I live in an area where we get either a lot of snow or no snow. I just happen to live right on that border right now for some godforsaken reason. Also, it's like 6 p.m. in games, so might as well at least, go to the Adventurers Guild if it's still open and like sell the boots and shit. Who the fuck are you? Brock. Gil is checking all over the important documentation regarding Castle Village's weapon cache. Interesting. Sell. Sell. Ooh! I need to see how much is this? 4 to 8. 8 to 15 plus 1 defense. Yeah, I'm buying the Silver Saber. I think it's worth it, mainly because that extra damage. No, not the rubber boots. I mean, it gives +1 immunity, but I have a +1 defense, +1 immunity. I mean, I technically could have, like, saved them until the eventual sewing machine, but the chance of us getting a sewing machine anytime soon is not high, because I don't talk to Emily in game. Do you think people like mushrooms? I don't know why, but I had a weird dream last night about mushrooms. Specifically death cap mushrooms. And certain types of, like, poisonous mushrooms that are also hallucinogens. Like this. And I don't even know if some of them were real or not. Because there was one that I'm like, there's no way this is real. Like, what? After I woke up, because it was basically this one that was all like green on the inside until you cut it open, and then it like changed color to like a bluish color specifically, and it felt so weird. Like, oh, I know this one. Okay, so it is a real thing. So I wasn't just crazy, not. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. As I bonk my mic again. Life Elixir. One of my favorite things to make in this game. Bum. Whoa. I love this game. Way too much. Welcome to KOZU. It's gonna be partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen. The spirits are mildly perturbed. A legasp? Potatoes! We got them potatoes! Actually, is tulips in one of these? Garden bundle. Yes, I need a tulip, and then I know I need a potato. What's this? Lost my favorite axe. Yeah, I'll grab your favorite axe, Robin. Good for you. I'm not gonna give it back to her anytime soon. I mean, what? And now, kale. Yeah, kale! Woo, kale! Woo! Yeah, it's kale! Woo! God, am such a fucking weirdo. Is it the insta-kill one? I could have sworn the one that was like green and then turned more bluish. From my dream, I remember it was green. It was green turned more bluish after cut. Um, and mainly due to hitting the air. And it caused severe hallucinogenics. And it was like this thing that was very popular in Asia. And then the death cap is one that just kills you. Like, it just kills you. It's like this yellowish mushroom. Like, it was a very weird fucking dream. Come on, fish. Yeah, fish. I love fish. Smallmouth bass. Yeah, I need a lot of fish. I keep forgetting it auto reels in when I do that. I need to get a catfish while it's raining in spring, because that's going to be a nightmare to get otherwise. Because, yeah. Well, speaking of what's most likely a catfish, there's a small chance that you can actually get a catfish as your first fish you reel in game. And because of that, it's just a guaranteed catch, which is very nice, but also insane at the same time. Because it's like, I will say, if you play this game smart, you can min-max this game so much. Like, I've seen people min-max this game to extents where I'm just like, what? New record! The good thing is, as I level up my fishing skill, the bar will get bigger, meaning I have more space to catch fish. Plus, certain fish will become easier to catch. And the more you catch certain types of fish, the easier they get to catch, I believe. But also the higher star you can get with the higher fishing level and shit. Ooh, a shad! I do need some shad. I need a gold star shad, actually. Good to remember. Do 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 do. Fish! I have I started out with a lot less energy in stream when I started, but I'm just slowly gaining more and more, and I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. Because I'm just here like, yeah, fish! And I don't know where the fuck the energy's coming from. It's weird, because, like, and I think that's one of the more interesting things about streaming is you can start out with, like, so little energy, and then just, and that could just be me. Like, I could have so little energy throughout an entire stream, or I could have a stream where I start out with no energy and just vroom right into energy, and I don't get it. Yay, more fish! I love fishing in Stardew. It's crazy to think that people hate the Stardew minigame for fishing, because I'm just here like, I love it. It gives a bit of challenge, and I like challenge. Come on. Bite the damn hook, fish! We got cookies? I think. I mean, I can make them. Yay, perfect! Oh, I'm back. Welcome back. Me being a weirdo, as always. Actually, Willie's should be open now, too. Ooh, algae. I will say, sometimes I purposely say algae just to piss people off. Because I know it is algae. I just like to piss people off sometimes by saying algae. It's fun to do sometimes. Training rod. Okay, so I'm stuck with a bamboo pole. Seaweed salad. Now that's something new. Now I could go for fish here as well, Because I know I do need some sea fish anyway, so might as well. I know I need to be a higher fishing level if I want a better rod then. I technically could do a bunch of training rod stuff and level up quicker, but I need so many different fish that I might as well just do this. I know I'm still surprised because like as some so fun fact about me, I used to do VGC in back in Gen 5 days for Pokemon. And I think the thing that pisses me off the most about from what I've heard about this new gen for Scarlet and Violet is instead of doing the normal thing they do for VGC where okay, it is the first VGC with this game. You can only use Pokemon from within this game. No, they didn't do that. Instead, they decided it's going to be an open one, meaning anything from home is available, which completely fucked up the meta. Like, it got absolutely shredded. Much less how difficult it is to get VGC, like, viable Pokemon for, like, specific, like, things that you basically need to survive. Like, Heatran with Grass Terra type and other stuff are like such big things. Ursaluna, Blood Moon and Non, Fluttermane. There's so many like very big Mon. And of all of those, of the three Mon, only one of them is from Gen 9. I love how all games have the exact same thing without a miss. None of them ever put a fish bar horizontally. They're all diagonal. You know, that's a... I mean, I think you mean vertical. Like, this is vertical, but yeah, I love this fish minigame because of how it works. Because compared to a lot of other things, I found when it comes to fish minigames, my brain not working. Oh, it's fine. We all have those days, those moments. But yeah, it's crazy because I just think about it. Stardew is one of my favorites because you don't hold down your mouse click. You actually have to tap it and try and keep it into an area, which makes it way more like interactive in my opinion. Plus it's way better than just click, click, click. Like sometimes you don't even have to click for some fish like this one. Look at this. It just stayed within the thing and I wouldn't even had to move it. And it's so nice. And I find it so hilarious at the same time. Come on. Bring home the bacon. But I love this game, and I love the different stuff in this game. And it includes the fishing minigame. I know not everyone likes it, and there's some fish that are absolute assholes in this game. Octopus. I will tell you this now. I had more fucking issues with the damn octopus than the legendary fish. I had an easier time with the legendary fish over an octopus. That says something. It says a lot. And it really annoys me. Also, it reminds me of something that still pisses me off. And it's when the blobfish was voted the most ugly animal on Earth. And I'm just like, how could you call it ugly? Like, and then people are like, have you seen what it looks like? Yes, it looks like a normal fish when it's living in its natural habitat. The one people talk about a lot is when it's like deflated out of its pressure zone and basically a corpse. And it still pisses me off. The legend doesn't hold a candle to the icy idiot IMO. Honestly, the glacier fish, I find like all the like the legend, glacier fish, anglerfish, I find all of them so much easier than the octopus. Like in all honesty. All of the legendary fish. and their children are easier than that fucking octopus, in my personal opinion. I have had so many fucking issues with that damn octopus. And I think the reason is because the octopus has such a specific time frame at the same time. That is, and I think that is part of it. It is a specific time frame with no specific place in the ocean, but it is so annoying to deal with. Damn it, it's Silver Star. I need a Gold Star shad. Come on, baby, give me that Gold Star. But it's like, it's insane to kind of think about now, looking at it. Damn it, it's another Silver Star. But that damn octopus. Like, I don't get it. Like, it is such a slippery little shit. And it makes sense for actual octopi. It really fucking does. Because that's how octopi are. They're really intelligent creatures. Like, they're probably some of the most intelligent creatures out there. In terms of sea life. Behind maybe dolphins. And it's kind of crazy to think that of the species, I believe dolphins and humans are the main ones we know of that actually kill for sport, which says something. Honestly, it's kind of insane to think about in a lot of cases. But that's how it be sometimes. Insanity. I mean, the good thing is at least we're going to get a good haul of money from this. The legend doesn't hold a candle to the icy. Oh yeah, I already read that. God, I'm... But yeah, the glacier fish, I honestly think is annoying because it's in winter. And its time frame and stuff. But I think the thing that makes it easier than the octopus is because the fact you got all of winter and it doesn't have that time frame. Plus, if you know what you're doing, you can really just fuck it over. Like, that's something I've done for a long time is I just fuck over those legend fish because, like, I always, like, drink, when I'm searching for the legendary fish or the octopus, I drink a fishing thing to up my fishing level, and I also make sure to have, like, a cork bobber or trap bobber, so that I always can, like, have as much on them as I can, because it's the only way, it feels like. Because holy shit. Also, I can guarantee we've leveled up our fishing at least once. Technically, you can tell because the bar does get bigger. I just haven't been paying enough attention. Our bar does seem a bit bigger, but... Come on, fish. Yeah, fish! Woo, fish! I love just being able to chill in this game and fish. And I don't know why, but it is so fucking satisfying to just, like, not even just fish, but just do so many things in this game. Ooh, a bream. Do I have a bream in my, fish tank? I need catfish, tiger trout. I already got a bream, okay. I had a suspicious amount of interaction with small streamers lately. I made a Minecraft texture pack for one today he loved, and I got an artist badge on his channel. I was actually the most accomplished I felt in the past couple of years. Hey, congrats to you on that. Not everyone gets to say that. I'm one of the few people who can say that, like, on one of the channels I used to watch, and I haven't had the time to watch them recently, I have a very high level of important moment badge to an extent where it has, like, I believe last I checked it was like 4 prongs to it. Meaning that I had been there for enough important moments that I had a severely upgraded badge. So it's just like, I get ya. There's always that one thing that we are like very much like connected with internally. And it's not any of our faults or something that happens. It's just something that kind of happens out of nowhere sometimes. Just from doing like one or two things. Of all the streamers I've watched, only one of them actually gets my name right to an extent where I just stopped correcting. Like, that is how tired I am of it. I just gave up. Because I hear Kias so much, and it's like, it has gotten to a point where I have made a car version of my Sona that is super cursed. It's basically a Kia, but the wheels are replaced with legs. And, like, think of Cars esque, except legs instead of wheels, and it is really fucking cursed. Like, I went out of my way to make that just because of it. Because that's how tired I was of it. So, yeah. I am a very insane person in my own regard, so don't worry. Also, I didn't realize this was grown. But yeah, like, you would be surprised at the amount of shit that, like, you wouldn't expect for that. But yeah, never be surprised. Always be ready for some of the weirdest shit when it comes to that. Because I think that's one of the craziest things is small streamer or not, you can have some of the craziest shit happen over small things or big things. It just depends. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, we made money. Don't know why I said oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Sag. Had another one really good friend that's outside his streaming career somehow got connections with really big names, pretty much stopped giving a shit about me. I think that's one of the biggest things. Tomorrow's the Egg Festival. And the spirits are neutral. That's one of the biggest issues with popularity, in my personal opinion, is some people are not dictated to handle it. And those who are may not always be ready to handle it in a healthy or good way to an extent where it's gonna hurt more people around them. Whether they like it or not, they usually fall under that thing of not good people by that point. Because they have, you know, fucked so much up in their relationships, and eventually it's going to catch up to them. And that's something you should remember is it will catch up to them eventually. May not be now, may not be tomorrow, it may not be for another year or so, few years, but it will catch up to them. And it may be in a horrible way or just a smaller way that leads into a downward spiral. It could be a many of things, but that's one of the biggest things about popularity. Don't forget who, like, that's something that I've seen a lot is don't forget who the fuck you were beforehand. The people who actually were there for you beforehand. Just because you're popular doesn't mean you're a new person. You're still the same person, unless you change to become a worse person. At that point, you've chosen a darker path and you've doomed yourself. And I think that's an important thing to remember. Like, because the thing is, if I ever were to get popular, if I were to have a huge community that I can actually use to, like, spread things, I would use it to spread kindness, but I would not give up on my friends. Why is Morris outside? Mayor Lewis always ropes off the Joe Josiah town during festivals. No, I will not participate in the Akon. I don't like this. Well, too bad. It's a gift. Sorry. But it's like, if I were to get popular, personally, I'm not going to let that come between me and my friends. Like, yeah, I know eventually I'll make more friends, new friends, etc., as time goes on. But I think it's important to remember who the original friends you have are. Because if someone's willing to give up a friendship over popularity, they never were your friend in the first place. They were just someone who chases popularity. And I think that's something important to remember. Because you should never down yourself for that. For their own choices and their own mistakes. But you're your own person, and you are special the way you are. And if they don't see that and they want to just give it up for popularity, that's on them. It's always something to remember. There's always people who do care about you. Real friends actually will stay around even if they are popular. I had so many people in my life who were popular or weren't popular but still stayed around because they cared, but there was also the opposite at the same time. And I found that a lot of the times the people who got popular quick and then lost and then basically gave up on all their friends, etc. Most of them, I really don't know what's happened to them. Like, they just kind of vanish out of that limelight and then poof, don't know what happened to them. So all you can really guess is, well, they lost their popularity and they don't have anyone after a point. Because if they're willing to leave for popularity, etc., like, and I found that a lot of times they attract to other people of the similar vein, meaning that, let's say, someone in the group were to lose popularity, people just stop talking to them. And it's kind of that bitter cycle. And it's not with everyone. I will say, it is not that way with everyone. I will make that clear now. But it's happened enough where there's at least cycles that I have personally seen and that others have personally seen, and it is not the same for everyone. There are some people who will say, oh my god, it's all for popularity and that's why I left, and they could be the most toxic person in existence. But then again, that's also Twitter for you, where it's like, it's Twitter. That place is toxic as all hell. That's why I don't use Twitter. But when a friend gets popular really quick, one of the two biggest tragedies I have seen when they aren't still friends is the friends leaving because the popularity so quick, or the person leaving due to the popularity so quick. And it always leads to a lot more pain on both sides than should be. I really think there's stuff that should be taught in schools, like, about that. Like, if you, like, I think there should be, like, in health class, there should be mandatory psychology-based stuff like that. But also, it's just crazy to me, because, like, I feel like it should be taught in schools, that mandatory stuff, because, think about it. As kids, people already do that stuff. And I think it would help a lot of relationships and people to learn more about some of that so they can understand themselves better and possibly get help if they need it, if they're willing to get help. And I think that kind of teaching them to recognize it but not judge people on it would be a very good important thing for like a mental health type class that like should be semi required because think about it. It would cause a lot more of that type of stuff to become less common in some cases, most likely, which would be a lot better for more people involved, but it would also help people understand more, is the hope. And we don't know how it would work until it would be tried, but I think it would be a cool little thing to like test because no matter what, mental health should be taught in schools. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, it's such a huge and important topic because mental health does affect your physical health, even if we don't always realize it. If you say to yourself in like the mirror, God, I look horrible, I feel horrible, etc., about myself, you're going to feel horrible. But if you look at the mirror and say, you know, I'm loving myself today, I can do this, it's most likely you're going to have a better day. I guess you're right, but I still want the guy to get successful. I know him as a fun, charismatic person. And that's kind of a thing about it, is there's always going to be that part of you that wants to see success from those you cared about, or even care about in some form. Like, there are times where I look back and I'm just thinking, like, there are times where I will look back specifically thinking, I really wish my ex would have noticed this issue or listened to me about it. And I hope that one day they realize it so that it doesn't destroy their life any more than what already has. But I think the biggest thing to remember is while it's while it's something you may wish, it's out of your control. You can't do anything about it, but that's okay. And whatever choices they make are the choices they make and do to themselves. And it is not on you if they make that mistake. No matter if they want to say it or not. And you shouldn't blame yourself for that stuff. And I think it's important to remember that because in a lot of cases, you can be one of the craziest, weirdest people on the internet. But there will always be people who find you interesting. And it's the same thing with friends. There will always be someone who is willing to be your friend, no matter how weird you are. As long as you're able to be yourself around someone and be comfortable around them, you should at least take that as a sign that if they don't hate you for that, if they are comfortable being weird around you as well, and they don't leave over stuff like that, that's a friendship you want to keep the best you can. And I know not all friendships are going to stay no matter what you do, because that's just part of life. Things will come and go. But you should never down yourself for any of that either. While you don't know what's going to happen in the future, you can at least reminisce and remember the past as it happened. And you can also remember the good times. But whatever happens, happens, and big stretch. Ah. But even if we do try our best, it's up to them if they realize or not. And hell, we can wish them the best, but we don't know if it is going to be the best for them or not. You found the lost axe. Grab this too. But yeah, like, and I think it's important to remember. And you shouldn't give up on anything just because of that. And you shouldn't let it, like, bring you down because of it. They made their choice, and if they don't want to be around, they don't want to be around. That's up to them. but it doesn't make you any less of a good person if you try your best. And the fact that you wish them to have a better chance and to be successful shows a lot about you as a person. Most people would be vindictive and be like, I hope that this bad thing, etc. And that's a normal reaction. But it's also good to remember that the fact that you care enough to basically say, look, no matter what happens, I hope they're successful, it shows that you've grown a lot from that point, but despite the crappy stuff they've done, you still hope for a better future. Even for your enemies, in some ways. Like, yeah, there are times where I look back and I'm like, God, I wish I could have slapped this person, etc. Or, damn, this person was really horrible to me, etc. But I don't let that keep me from at least wishing that one day they will realize their mistake and grow out of it. And I think that's an important thing to remember. And that you should be proud of yourself for being able to do in the first place. Because not everyone can make that distinction. And yeah, it's sad, but it's just how it is sometimes. Got new items in stock, deluxe fishing pole, some bait you can attach to it. Ooh, yes, new fishing pole, baby! Ooh, cookies. I'm gonna sell them. I actually am like really excited for this festival because I don't know what's changed. Pet the pupper. I should probably water the pupper too. But it's a very important thing to think about. Upgrades! People, upgrades! Upgrades, people, upgrades! Like, I love the style of this game so much, and I'm so glad I get to play modded for the first time, too. Like, you guys get to experience the modded playthrough for the first time with me, which is not something that a lot of people can say about games that they love or are really attached to in any form. So that's something you should at least be happy to know. I'm interested what this is and stuff, and I have a feeling it's gonna come up in the future. But we'll find out. Alls I know for sure is it's interesting. That's for sure. Ugh, big yawn. But I need a better axe to get rid of these logs. Meaning I'm gonna need to upgrade. I love how you can... That makes no fucking sense. What the hell? Modded? Real? I know, right? Hi. Strawberry, seasonal plants. Decorative pitchfork. We gotta get a lawn flamingo. For old times. Our hens have been working overtime to prepare this festival. They deserve the best tonight. Bowls full of sweet yellow corn. You fill your plate with ham, eggs, greens, and some rolls. You eat it in one sitting and wash it down with some orange juice. It was delicious. I don't like orange juice, to be honest. It's the same thing, okay. Is there any more food? Wow. I'd put something nice into the punch. You drugged us. Egg? What a strange thing to eat. Spring is a busy time of the year, so it's nice to have a day off to catch up with friends. Abby's always loving egg hunt, ever since she was a little tiny girl. Yes, I bet she did. Sometimes I hide an egg, too. Well, and no one finds it. Well, until summer rolls around, then the hot air starts bringing out rotten smell. Even with my bad leg, I never miss a town festival. Ba, ba, da, ba, bow, ba, da, bow. Oh my god. No, I can't pet the dog right now. No. No! I love how you can actually walk around town and stuff still, despite no one being down here. Eggs definitely have a place in a well-balanced diet. I'm wearing my best slacks and dress shirt today. We used to do a rotten egg toss. Mayor Lewis put an end to that pretty quick. Searching for eggs is like going on a treasure hunt. My allergies. That is a mood. It's so laced right now. I cannot stand eggs, actually. I actually love eggs personally, but that's just me. I hope I can find some eggs before Vincent takes them all. What the fuck? He's a witch! When does the egg hunt start? I'm so excited! The children have been looking forward to this festival all weeks. I always look forward to these gatherings. It makes the Valley feel a real nice community. I get nervous around crowds of people. My, what a beautiful day for a festival. Vincent loves this festival. It's a joy to see him so happy. The food at these festivals ain't so bad. I've been up since dawn coloring eggs. It's always my favorite part of the season. Yeah, I'm one of those people who loves eggs personally, but I can only stand them so much. Welcome to the Egg Festival. Compliments of my wonderful brooder hands. This fruit punch is unusually good. You've been drugged, Leia! No! Taking breaks from work can make you more productive in the long run. True. If only companies understood that. This definitely isn't capitalist propaganda. Ah ha ha ha. What's everyone so happy about? Eggs? Why eggs? This festival has been a tradition for as long as I can remember. Tradition connects us with both the past and the future. It's comforting. I love Granny Evelyn. Like, I just want to hug her. Hi, Linus. No one really talks to me. I've just come for deviled eggs. Well, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Linus. I'm here for you. I'm not gonna buy strawberry seeds, but okay. Do you think everyone's ready for the egg hunt? Not yet. I noticed 2 people I forgot to talk to. This festival is alright, but what I'm really looking forward to is the flower dance. I try to eat at least 3 eggs every day. Are they raw? Because if so, you need to eat 3 dozen a day. After all, then you'll be the size of a barge. No shit, the punch is good. It's like a whole ass pharmacy up in there. That's a good one. I'm sorry, but that caught me off guard. Oh, fuck. That's a good one. It's time for the highlight of today's festivities. The annual spring egg hunt. Calm down, kiddos. You're gonna need all that energy if you hope to find the most eggs and take home the exclusive prize. Now is everyone ready? Let the egg hunt begin! Egg! Egg, 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 egg. 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 Egg, 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 egg. Egg, 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 egg. 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 Egg, 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 egg. Bum, ba na ba na ba ba. Da na 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 no. Ah yes, put one in the graveyard. Ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da da. Ha ha! Du, 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 du. Woo! I got all those eggs. Wow, look at all these eggs. Now, if only I could get you the kids to pick up the litter this efficiently, we'd have the cleanest town inside of Gem Sea. Have you tried to pick up that trash? That trash is literally put into the ground and concreted. You would need some sort of fat raccoon or magic squirrel to get out. And now, the winner of this year's egg hunt, Boshi! I hope I get some. I got a straw hat. I want Yoshi cookies. I made you laugh, and I'll cherish that memory for years to come. Well, I'm glad that that is something you enjoy hearing. We got a lawn flamingo. I'm officially the happiest man alive. We have a lawn flamingo. I love flamingos, like, as an animal. They're not my favorite animal, but I love them because they're awesome. You know what? I am going to sell these because I don't need them. But yeah, like, I don't know what it is about certain things, but there are some things that just completely catch me off guard and will just cause me to just laugh my ass off. Good day. Money. Oh, boy. Let's see. Weather report. It's gonna be clear and sunny all day. Fortune teller. The spirits are very happy today. Queen of Sauce. Greetings. Let's learn how to make coleslaw, something I can't eat. I am allergic to onions, so that would kill me. I think the ironic part is I'm allergic to almost every type of onion. Not every type, but almost. And and I found that the things that affect me the most in onion are specifically like raw onions affect me the most. Not cooked onions as much as raw. Cooked onions still affect me quite a lot, but like onion powder and shit does not affect me as much. But it's specifically like onion. But the only onion that doesn't affect me no matter the time and shit is fucking spring onion. Spring onion. And I have horrid spring allergies. And if that isn't the most biggest just middle finger to me from like whatever higher being there may be, like I don't know what is. Because it's just like, haha, bitch. Rainbow trout, winter root, salmonberry, goat milk. The goat milk. Winter root, common mushroom. Honestly, I don't know. The rainbow trout's the only one I'd even, like, think about, but I don't know for sure. Nonetheless, though, like, it's kind of funny how, like, just the irony of some of the stuff that I am allergic to. Like, I used to be very badly allergic to cats. It's not as bad anymore. Like, I still get really itchy and stuff, but nowhere near what I used to. But my onions allergy is literally just death. The world's like, an onion? It's time to kill. Just first thought from the world. Looks like we're taking out another person today. This is new. Good day, Boshi. Water emoji. Sigh, Morris promised Jojo would clear away this rock slide by now. Susan is trapped at home and can't get out except via train. Now he's telling me the cleanup operation's delayed until early summer. My hands are tied. As the mayor of Pelican Town, it's my duty to ensure everyone is safe. Morris and I will reach a resolution regarding the rock slide soon. I'm just relieved no one was hurt during the rock slide. I must be on my way, Boshi. Don't bother using your pickaxe to try and remove these rocks. It would take you months. Aww. You know, I like that moment because it actually adds more character to Lewis besides greedy bitch. Like, in all honesty. Used to think I had no allergies until last summer when I downed some nachos and a random ass ingredient there had me hit like ICBM. Ugh, that sucks. Yeah, it's weird because like for me, I have such a weird set of allergies in my D&D group. So, let me just read out my allergy list here. Onions, MSG, aspartame. MSG and aspartame give me horrible headaches. Like to the point where they can blind me. Um Tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, gluten. Very specific, I know. But it's like one of those things is not like the other. Like I think of all of them, gluten is one of the easier ones to avoid of our group, which is funny to think about because onions removes an entire thing of flavor. Peppers and tomatoes, that's more flavor. Cucumbers is really random, but it's a more recent allergy for the person. But it's just like you feel bad for like your friends too in that situation because it's like God, it must suck. Because like we all have such weird allergies in our own regards, but like those are our food allergies. I'm allergic to cats in some form, and two of actually no, three of the other five have cats because two of them live together. But that's besides the point. But it's still like I know that when we play in the areas we play in, they keep the cats out, thankfully, or like clean it for me, like, and they even have like allergy stuff if I need it. And that's one of the most things I'm thankful for is like we always are prepared for anything. And I am so happy for my friends because of that. Like it says something about how much they care about me. But then again, I'm also the dungeon master, so like if I go down, the whole game goes down. Oh shit, God's dead! Oh God! Oh me! Also, we had this really fucking hilarious moment last session we did. We're gonna have another session this weekend. But I didn't mention it yet because I completely didn't think about mentioning it, but so I created this thing called the gambling potion. Random effect. Someone pulled being able to break and see past the fourth wall. And because of how she made her character react, everyone was looking at her like she was an insane person. There's there's flesh giants! What the fuck? Why are they so big? What the? They're so ugly! Like, full on just, like, breakdown, and it was hilarious. Because she did so well with the acting. And it was beautiful. And I love how well the characters who knew what was happening, but like, oh my God, it was so hard to contain laughter during that entire thing. Because literally, not even like 10 minutes before, she tried to calm down a situation with, I know they were trying to kidnap you. You were trying to what? But don't, like, she went from being nice to rude to racist to sincere to motherly to offering drugs within a single paragraph, and it was so chaotic. Oh my god, Limit. Yeah, like, it's actually insane what my group does at times. Like, as a dungeon master, you can't plan for everything, including the chaos of other people. And that is one of the biggest examples, is just what the fuck moments like that, where it's just so beautiful. And the gambling potion I love so much because, like, there was another one we got, and it was, basically the same person who has gotten flaccid teeth twice in a row, and every time she drinks it, it always affects her body in some way. She got turned to stone and turned into cubic blocks of puzzle pieces that they had to put back together. And then for another 2 hours after being put back together, she was stuck that way. So her head was on backwards, her feet were on like forwards, her ears were like upside down. Like, it was so dumb but so funny because it was up to her if she wanted them to roll or not. She's like, yes, let them roll. It was hilarious. But like, that's the thing I love about D&D. You can have some of the weirdest shit happen, and everyone just can enjoy it. Like, this sounds so fun. It really is. And I'm so glad I invented the gambling potion because it is literally a gamble. Like, there is a chance you die. There is a chance you get a plane to the fire realm opened up in your stomach. Hey, at least you don't have to worry about digestion anymore. There's one that turns you into a bird with giant humanoid legs. There's another one that turns your skin to rubber, which also gives you resistance to all lightning damage for the rest of the day. But unless said otherwise, they last for an entire day. Unless said otherwise, like 1d4 hours, or permanent unless used with these spells, such as Wish, Restorate, Greater Restoration, Lesser Restoration, or by a god. It depends on the thing. But you can get things like your Constitution is now improved by 1 forever. Like, it's a permanent thing. Or you reduce your Constitution to 1 till the end of the day, which basically makes them severely weak. Like, they lose health and everything. A bird with humanoid legs might be the worst creature ever now that I think about human. Oh no. It gets better. If you roll a 100 on the D100, it gains a secondary effect. If it happens again, there's a third effect. So, let me just tell you what happened. You get this Dragonborn, this muscular fighter Dragonborn, Veranik, and he drinks it. His body morphs and changes. His skin turns to rubber as his body turns into a fox with 2 large yet tiny wings at the same time. Like, they're large yet tiny. Like, large feathers, tiny wings. Like, big feathers that make it look bigger than it actually is. But also fox paws for the front, and then 2 giant humanoid legs that are basically just scaly, rubbery legs. And it was so weird, but it was so hilarious at the same time. Because it's at that point where you question your sanity and you're just like, I drank this purposefully. Like, a lot of cases, it's a purposeful thing of drinking. Like, they can try and force feed it, or like force others to drink it, but it's 50-50 if it will work, basically, when force feeding. But this potion is, it's chaos. It's chaos in a bottle. And it's beautiful. Why is there a frog in the mine? What the hell? But, like, I love seeing stuff like that because it's so fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh. We got an ancient seed? Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go eat, be right back. Okay, I'll still be here. I will say. Whew! As I choke on my own saliva. But I will say, like, there are so many fun things you can do in games like D&D, and it's quite insane looking at it. Like, it's it's one of those games you can have so much fun with the right group of people. And I've heard some horror stories for like people who just have not gotten the right group. But when you find that right group, you can have so much fun. And it is something that I could recommend wholeheartedly as a thing. Like, wholeheartedly, I recommend that type of stuff. And I know not everyone's into, like, trying it, but I say give it a try at least once. Don't knock it till you try it type thing. And it's actually quite fun when you get to, like, do it with people that, you know, you enjoy being around. Because there's almost that internal just knowing of, like, things. And of course, there's the stuff you need to talk about, like, what's considered too far, etc., because you don't want to, like, make people uncomfortable or ruin someone's time. And yeah, that's just part of things in general. But it's really fun to do, and I suggest it because it is always fun to do for me. Oh boy, we made some money! Well, that was a really cheap scroll. But no matter what, I love, and I mean love, that type of stuff. Weather report. Tomorrow's gonna be beautiful and sunny. Fortune teller. The spirits are in good humor. And salmonberry season. Yes! I'm so happy it's salmonberry season. Gotta water the doggo. Okay, doggo watered. I love this game. Oh dear, just started gardener. Most crops will only grow in one season. Yeah, I know about that. It's the season thing. Cool. Well, now I can actually do a bit more here. A lot of today in game is going to be getting ready for certain things and also just collecting salmon berries. Because those are going to be like super useful for us. Okay, so I need a bunch of this. I'm going to make 3 of these for now. And then ba-ba-ba-bo. And by the time I get back, they'll be done. But, like, for sure, for sure. But the whole plan is to go get a bunch of salmon berries as well. Because those are going to be extremely useful. Ooh, horseradish. Basically, it's going to be a foraging day, mainly. Because the more salmon berries we can get, the more money we can make. Technically, if we want to turn it into money, or we can just use it for food, which also works. Um, Let's see. Salmon berries. One moment. I gotta mute real quick, and I'll be right back up in a sec. I'm back, and I just witnessed something really crazy. Anyways, where were we? Um, I think the best way to explain this is something that I know a lot of people might not believe, but I heard a bang. I don't think it came through the mic, but if it did, then you might have heard it too. But I got downstairs, and the love seat was knocked over onto the ground. The dogs have a lot of energy, and were chasing each other around a house. I think they knocked over the love seat, and I I'm just flabbergasted. Wait, what's this? I'm flabbergasted. Okay, there has to be a secret way to get there. There has to be. I don't know if there's any salmon berries in here, but yeah, I just whoa. That's kind of where I'm at is whoa. But yeah. Oh, there's an upway here? Oh my god, there's another way into the secret woods. Okay, that's good to know. A four-leaf clover. Interesting. Something over here. Bushes grow red baneberries during summer. Interesting. Well, this is interesting. There's a morel. Can say I'm pleasantly surprised. This might be an offshoot of the secret forest. Weird. Oh, nope, there's more up here. Ooh, there is salmon berries in here. This is so cool. It feels like an actual dungeon. Oh, that's so sick. Why are there worms in the grass? Can I just... Ancient fern seed. Plant these just take 12 days to mature, thought to be extinct. Oh, that's cool! Sorry, I'm like... Well, what's over here? Oh my god, this is so sick. Oh my god, there is a maze? God, don't have the willpower to cook today's meal. That is too realistic. But in case you didn't hear while you were gone, so the reason I left for a little bit is I heard a noise downstairs. And I'll continue the story too, so it's like this time. But I was like, the fuck's that noise? Head downstairs. The love seat, which is like a tiny couch, basically, was on its back. It was knocked over. And I was like, the fuck? And then I hear it. My dog's full of energy, just running around in circles and just enjoying themselves. I think they knocked it over in their playing, which is worrying. Very worrying. But can't do much about that now. I at least was able to get it back on the thing and scald the doggos. Like, really? The fuck? Okay, there has to be like a secret way or something, it feels like. I'll figure it out one day. Either way, this is so cool. Another ancient fern seed. But, yeah, powerful dogs. I mean, one's a German Shepherd. Ew, it smells. Better tiv them their trees so they'll be scared of my life. The dogs like that. I mean, dot dot dot. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. Boo! I think Marlin has the key. Marlin, the man who hunts monsters? Why do you think he has it? That's a new one. I saw a big rusty key fall out of his pocket one time. The creepy sewer door looks just like this. Has just got to be a match for a big rusty old door. I mean, it's a German Shepherd and an Aussie Shepherd, like, most likely Great Dane mix, so, like, there's something moving around in there. Zoinks! Ah, it's got me! Ah! Oh, I would totally use that to screw with. Well, this is a predicament. Well, I gotta go all the way around. I will say, though, I love the secret woods in this. It feels so cool. I just hoed the frickin' slime. Just, no, uses hoe. Lamau. I will say, though, I do like that there's a second entrance and stuff. But we got some really interesting stuff. Like, I got a 4-leaf clover. Wonder if that has, like, it says, makes for a nice gift. So my guess is it's probably a liked gift by everyone. Or something. Like, that's my best guess. I have to hear, Chidane Dane has to be one of the most fucked up dog breeds. The fuck is that? Just sounds so random. Like, who comes up with these names? Like, who okays them? The hell? Like, why? Mix between a Chihuahua and a Great. So a normal sized dog? So basically, a normal sized dog, or a really large or tiny dog, with the temperament of most likely the damn Chihuahua. Meaning it's just most likely just a fucking little shit that may or may not be able to crush you at any given time. Like, I never understood why people breed dogs so much. Because we've already seen how bad it gets with, like, what they've done with, like, pugs, etc. Like, they used to look completely different, but it's to an extent now where it's like there's a lot more harm than good in that type of stuff, it feels like, with how much I've seen people, like, try to do. It's kind of scary. Wait, I can walk on the tide pools now? Oh, that's sick! I didn't realize I naturally just go around them. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm officially, like, really happy. I didn't expect that, and now I'm like really happy. People happy! People happy! Oh my gosh. Happy noises. I honestly love this game. And I love seeing so many different things in it too, because it's just surprising me even still. And I like that because I like surprises like that. Where it's like you get used to something for so long, but then it gets changed for like a difference that's actually really cool. Like even this thing here with the pelican statue. But also apparently in summer there's going to be a something called a baneberry. So I'm interested in what a baneberry's going to be like. Deck the halls with balls of holly. God damn it, why'd that pop into my damn head? God damn it. Bane. Oh, that hurts my throat to do, though. Like that deeper, like, raspy voice. But I keep doing it naturally because my first thought is, I must make myself sound worse. For no reason but just to sound funny. Because instinct, I guess. I don't know. Alls I know for sure, though, is it's dumb. My curiosity is if they change the actual prices of some of this shit, like the berries. Because it is Stardew expanded, so maybe. Who's to say? Just saying. Worms, worms, worms! Just instant worms. Ooh, copper. Sell, 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 sell. Nut, nut, nut. It's nutty flavor. Yes! And I will also sell one of these. I just see nut, and that's my first thought, and that says something about how much the internet has corrupted me. Just in general. The good thing is I will be able to upgrade, like, my pickaxe or axe, and I think I'm gonna go for my axe next. Like, first, specifically, so I can get rid of some of those hardwood things and get the control. Yes, but also how did you think they, got said breed of giant ass-killing machine size of my desk and dog people carrying around electric players? I mean, I get that. I'm mainly talking about the amount that they, like, inbreed and shit. Like, the very, like some of those, like, breeding things that are, like, really inhumane and shit. Like, I'm fine with it being, like, humane, natural, and stuff, but I hate that there's those inhumane ways and stuff that's, like, really fucked up. It just pisses me off as a person who cares about animals a lot. Because I don't like seeing animals hurting. I don't like seeing them get treated poorly. Because it just pisses me off. Like, a lot. Because they deserve to be treated just like animals. Yeah, but they also deserve to be treated well. Because they're still living, breathing creatures, and it's one of the many reasons I both love and hate certain groups and people. Yeah. Now selling fertilizer? Cool. Sausage-looking dogs. Oh, dachshunds? I believe they're called. It's honestly just kind of crazy looking at it now. Because I'm just here like... Excuse me. I remember back... It feels like that sometimes when I look at them. But I also think of the dog of wisdom. Bob hop 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 and if that says something about what type of person I am, then let it be. Doot 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 doot. One, two, three, four, five. I'll leave Robin's lost axe in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who the fuck are you? Martin. Hi? I don't remember you. The fuck did you come from? Who the fuck is a Martin? The fuck is a Martin? I've never seen that person before, so it just caught me off guard. Well, at least I'm getting some salmon berries, too. But... what? I just did not expect to see a new person. Ba bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-da ba bum bum ba-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-da ba bum bum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Just digging through the trash. Dig, 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 dig. But with this ancient seed, we'll be able to get ancient fruit. And we'll be able to make ancient... I don't know. Just out of reach. Yeah. With ancient fruit, we'll make ancient wine, which we'll use to make ancient things. Collect reward. Also, my first ever sprinkler, I am, you know, its breed design specifically have back problems, like, anatomical standpoint. It's disgusting how much weight the dead center of their spine carry. Yeah, it's sad, honestly. Like, I just hate that that is something that is common enough to be an issue. Also, I just noticed he has oars in the background. But, like, it just... Because no one should treat others like that, much less dogs and stuff, and... where's he going? Interesting. He's going across the bridge. No, don't go across the bridge! No! Uh-oh, I just got a lag spike. That's nerve-wracking. I guess across this bridge is lag. Or just an impossible thing to reach. Yeah, look, I can't even go past it, so it's literally the end of the world. Oh my god, look how big the map is. There's something over there. Sorry, distraction. But like, oh, he's not leaving. Hi. I need to go to Pierre's for groceries soon. Don't know why my mother doesn't just hire the butler already. Dude. You want a butler? I could barely afford normal groceries some days. Have you seen the economy? It's in shambles! It's in shambles! It's soiled! Soiled it! Soiled it! Like, the economy really is in shambles in its own regard. Artisan. Okay, gotta keep in mind that. And, ba-dung. Also, why is it parsnips instead of cauliflower? Anyone else ever think about that? Just me? Or, like, just feels weird. At least I'm getting my X. Goddamn. I know, right? Goddamn. Like, damn. when you see thick. Damn! I think the nice thing is I love how much they've actually, like, changed the stuff here. Because it feels a lot more lively as a town. And I'm interested for the new Stardew update because how I have it set up is I open Smappy, as it's called. And that's how I kind of play this. Is I open with Smappy. What? Yeah, there's going to be a new Stardew update coming out soon. Sooner or later, at least. And I use Smappy, which is the modding tool for Stardew Valley. It's called Smappy. And I wish I was shitting you. It is a chicken with a pufferfish face. I am not shitting you. It is a chicken with a pufferfish face. You can look it up. Lamau. Yeah, it really is, and it's so funnily dumb at this. It's funny and dumb at the same time, and I love it. And I'll just sell a bunch of this shit. But I'll keep the berries because I can use those for like feud. Feud. And I think what I'm gonna do. So if I go bed early, and then I go do a ting with a stuffing thing, because tomorrow it's gonna be cloudy and stuff. I might get better luck for the mines. Such silly name, Lamau. Yeah, it's silly. But we do a bit of silliness here. As we all do. Doop-a-doo-doo-doo. And it's partially cloudy tomorrow, with some pollen. Fun. The spirits are neutral. I know there's the Jody quest that requires a cauliflower, so I'll keep one. Extra one. So I need 2. Cool. Sell that. Seems we're gonna be getting a lot more salmon berries on the way to the mines. So hey, at least we're getting more salmon berries. Oh, you can go behind the house too. That's nice. It's a small thing that you don't normally get, and I like that. There's a lot of stuff a lot of people don't know about Stardew Valley that they don't realize until like someone mentions it. And it's kind of funny. Like, you can get dinosaur eggs from fishing. Some people just don't know that. Like, there is a chance to get a dinosaur egg when fishing, and you get those treasure chests. I got it at the ocean once. I don't think I've only gotten one dinosaur egg from an actual dig spot. That's the irony. Real? Yeah, like, for real, like, I know. It's crazy. Also, I love how, like, you can just go through here, and there's so many, like, things for, like, salmon berries, salmonella berries, salmonella berries, Nutella berries, whatever you want to call them. Not gonna lie, there are times where I will personally just outright mispronounce salmonberry or something. Why don't you like the Larries? Like, I purposely will mispronounce it just to fuck with people. Because it's funny. Oh yeah, the dark levels. I hope you're ready for darkness. Ready for darkness. Yeah, we're gonna want to try and speed run through these levels, I feel like. Boom, boom. Because, like, speedrunning through these levels is going to be more worth it than anything else. Just so we don't have to deal with them. I mean, this is one of those where I'm actually fine with not speedrunning, mainly because I want the copper. Bump, 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 bump. Though I do find it really cool that depending on the time, amount of steps, etc., like, it does actually, like, matter where something will be. Now watch this. I'm about to do what's called a pro gamer move. What's that? Oh no! The bats! They're back! They want my skin! I have watched way too many weird shows and movies in my lifetime that I can, like, make references that I know very well most people have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. Salmonella berries? Yes. Sam's Club berries. That's the next one in line. I love that. I love just purposely mispronouncing it just to fuck with people. Because it can create some of the funniest interactions of just like, dude, it's not that serious. Like, I've seen some people get really serious over pronunciation of, like, salmon and salmon. Like, on either side, and it's so fucking hilarious. Because in all reality, it just depends where you come from. It's not a language thing or anything. It's a full thing that is more based on just freaking your accent and the stuff you grow up around. Like, because that's how you're going to pronounce things more or less. It's like tomato tomato, potato potato. You know, potato potato. You know, potato tomato, as you do. Also, I love how I can eat salmon berries and just completely refill myself slowly. Like, I think that's probably the best thing they're used for, just in general. Even when you get the berry perk, because they usually don't sell for a lot either. Plus, without max foraging, you're not going to exactly get a lot anyway, because then it won't be as good. And there we go. Ooh, iron. What are the chances that I already got a ladder and I missed it? Higher than I'd like to probably admit. Well, can only just hope. Nope. It'd be funny if there was already a ladder in this floor the whole time and I just didn't know. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be funny? Ha 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 ha. Me over here just like, there we go. Yeah, I was holding down the button the whole time, just like, come on. Oh my god, look at all the green dots. Oh, that's horrifying. Like, seeing all those green dots of the golems is actually kind of scary in the darkness, not gonna lie. Like, I would actually piss myself if I saw that IRL. Like, imagine you're just chilling in a cave, like, okay, it's dark, but I'll find my way out, and you just see these green glowing eyes, like multiple sets, just staring at you. You're probably gonna piss yourself. I know, right? It feels like no one in the world comprehends dialect. I mean, dialect is such an important part of just the world as a whole. But it is really interesting to kind of look at a lot of the stuff now and know about all the differences. Because there's so many differences. Did I? I accidentally turned off my sound on my headphones. I'm like, why is it so quiet? Oh. Bum 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 and then just kill this fucker. Oh, finally, we're out of there. So, fun fact, the slingshot is lol. Yeah, fun fact, the slingshot's actually a lot better than people want to give it credit for. Dust sprites! I mean, it's basically free coal, but also it helps me get the burglar ring, which is one of the best rings ever. God, I want a better sword now. We're gonna be here just slashing and slashing. Real. True. Girl, like, oh my god, true. If that isn't the gayest way I've said something, I don't know what is. I think one of the most interesting things is, like, someone who loves history and, like, always has found that type of stuff interesting. I think it's really cool to think about, but, it's also sad at the same time, but before the Nazis came to power, and the book burnings happened, there was a lot of, like, gender studies and stuff, and, like, books on it, and sexuality as well, that got destroyed due to World War II, as well as other things, like churches and stuff, that kind of hated that shit. But it led to a lot of interesting developments historically, and I find that it's sad that we lost a lot of knowledge, but it's also interesting to think about that that's stuff that we only know about sheerly because there was a small bit of record. Because there are some of that just no longer exist because of those burnings. But it's interesting to think about because for all we know, like, they could have known about something we don't that just got burned away and we'd never know. And it's same thing with, like, the Roman Empire and stuff, and just like all back in the day. And it's interesting to think about because from what we've seen, Rome was pretty advanced in a lot of ways, like possible brain surgery and understanding of psychology, as well as other things. And it's interesting because it adds a lot of, like, there's something more here. Slingshot is godly. Oh yeah, it really is. Underrated weapon, in my opinion. Like, especially with the explosive bullets, you can just shoot yourself through the skull caverns with ease. Ooh, aquamarine, I do need that. You know, after I get my axe, I should probably do a bunch of geodes or something. But it's like, it's cool to look at history in the lens of, like, what we have learned versus what we haven't learned. Because glow ring! Sorry, I just am really excited about glow ring. Because there's a lot of stuff in history that just loves to repeat itself cycle-wise. And there's lots of reasons for that. Because think about how much of history we've also lost due to war and stuff. For all we know, there could be a lot more that is, like, really important information that could totally help us now that we wouldn't know about. And I think that's a really interesting thing to think about is we don't know. For all we know, we could be missing, like, this huge puzzle piece that could solve so many things, that could out so many people about small things, big things. in terms of things. We might even make scientific breakthroughs that we never thought possible. Hell, for all we know, time travel could exist in the future, and no one showed up to the party because maybe there's a rule against it, or maybe this, or maybe that. Like, it's such a cool thing to theorize about, too, because you just kind of think to yourself, what if? And how could what like all these things, what, when, if, how, why, and then you just take a moment to think, and like let it go over in your head, and you think about it and think about it, and you start to realize that there is a lot of more that we don't understand yet, and it is insane. Ooh, sprinklers! Yay! People happy! Sprinklers! Yay! At least we made some money. But, like, history is such a cool subject. Because, like, look at it. Ooh, copper axe is ready. Yay! Weather report. Gonna be clear and sunny. Yeah, I already read that. Fortune teller. Spirits are happy, happy. Freshing rain. Farmers. Yeah, I know about rain. Reach the bottom of the mines. But it's such a cool thing to me. Looking at it now versus when I used to look at stuff like that, and kind of learning to understand that that is stuff that is normal in history, but also that there is stuff that we would never know from history. But it's interesting in the fact that one day we might be able to know that part of history that we don't know yet, or that new ideology of thought that was already part of history at some point in the past. And it makes you think, what else is there? Who else is there? Where are things? What are things? And how does it change who we are, what we are, etc.? And it's... sprinklers! Ah! But it's a cool thing to think about. Like, especially now, like, what made people act like this or think like this back in the day? Like, for example, a dead man walking tornado. If you saw one, you were dead. No ifs, ands, or buts. And it makes sense. They were a dead man walking tornadoes literally looked like people. Because they were multi-vortexed tornadoes. The saloon can get pretty lively at night. Sometimes we even coin in the jukebox. Oh my gods! How barbaric! I love to fuck around. But it's interesting looking at everything now through a lens of like, yeah, we know what the end goal is, or what has already happened. We look through a different lens than they did back then, and that's such an important thing to think about. Because there's a lot that we don't know. And that's so cool. Like, and I love theorizing about it too. Like, as a person who loves theorizing and thinking and coming up with ideas and thoughts of like, maybe it works like this, or maybe if I do this, what about if this happened or that happened? Like, things like that make you think a lot. And it's so fun. Because It's like a thinking exercise in a way, looking at like, why would they have made this? Like old folk tales, wives' tales, treasure hunters bundle. Interesting. Engineer. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh boy. Oh boy. But it's interesting because you look at history and there's so much we don't know and so much we do know. And it's cool because think about it. Like, from a perspective of someone in that day, looking at it is so much different than looking at it from nowadays' perspective. Time to process some geodes. Ooh, a new one. Esprit. Iron! I will take iron. Fairy stone. Clay. Copper, I will take. Malachite. Clay. Coal, I will take that. The COVID stone! Oh, jamborite. Sorry. It does look kind of like the look of like COVID diseases. Earth crystal, granite, more copper, another COVID stone, another earth crystal, mudstone, copper. The fact that I can remember some of them but not all of them says something. Ooh, more malachite. More iron, hell yeah. Necoite? Yeah, the Necoite. Nico. Ah. And now I got my pickaxe started, which is what I want. Okay, so let's do this the fun way. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 melon and starfruit for summer, and a nice standing geode. Hey, we got some summer stuff for when summer starts. Hell yeah. I do like that. Like, having that type of stuff. Pretty cool. Hi, Penny. Digs through trash. Yes, trash, my favorite. Sorry. I'm a weirdo. You know, this is one of those games where I can just be a fucking weirdo and enjoy the game. Being as weird as possible. And people are just probably like, you know what? Fair. Because I don't really see anyone complain about my weirdness, so. Like, it's weird because I know very well that these are some of the streams that actually do perform surprisingly well. Like the Stardew ones, but only after they come out. The game in weird be in. Oh, it's definitely the game to be weird in. Like, I kind of keep an eye on the statistics here and there. Mainly because I'm curious. Okay, so I need earth crystals. Yeah. Yeah, I need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. I do need quartz. I need the amethyst and topaz. I'm gonna need this. Oh boy, here I go again. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna for now put this in here, and then I'm gonna chop some wood. Because I do need some of that hardwood. Yeah, hardwood. My favorite type of wood. Ooh, well. God, that is... I feel so cringy doing that purposefully. Because I know what it's supposed to be, and it's just me being a weirdo for the sake of being a weirdo, but... Even I cringe at myself. Like, I love this game. And I love being able to play it. But I don't love being as weird as I am sometimes. Because, oh boy. I'm gonna move this one flamingo right here. Yes, flamingo. Bark? You don't say, Buster. Bark? They named the item hardwood. I mean, how do you not do that? You know what? Fair. Like, I mean, Terraria literally has an item called Masturbate. I am such a fucking child. Like, I look at that stuff and I just think to myself, masturbate. Just like, that's just my brain in a nutshell. And I know it's childish, but I just, some reason, makes me giggle every time. I mean, yeah, like, it's... Like, I think that's one thing that I find funny is you grow out of it for a bit, and then you just grow right back into it, it feels like. Like, there's always that childish part of everyone. Like, no matter what we do, what we say, there's always going to be that childish part of us. And that's the nice thing about it, is you can just be a child at times, and that's okay. As long as you're not hurting others. I think it's fine. I think the hardest thing to get is going to be the iridium ore, in terms of that. I wonder if they made the copper panning stuff a lot better, too. Makes me curious. Yes, curious. And construction. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Ooh, a charcoal can. Hell yeah. Ooh boy, here we go again. At least now I can actually, like, see what else is here. I'm guessing it's the same amount as normal, just different things, but... That's the point, it's always funny to you. You just have that phase where you try to make people believe that you don't. Yeah, it kinda is that way. Chef's bundle. That's normal. This is normal. Oh god, salmon berries! I have that! Oh, I shouldn't have sold the cookies. An ancient doll and ice cream. Dye bundle. Iridium bar? And then home cooks bundle. This one is not that bad, actually. But iridium bar? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, whoa. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Hi, Demetrius. I like berries. Berries are great. Do you want to know a fun fact? A pineapple is a berry, but a strawberry is in fact not a berry. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. It's true. It's actually a really random fun fact that really just throws some people off sometimes. So, if you ever want to throw someone off, just tell them that little fun fact. It's a little fun fact that some people might enjoy. Let's see. Let's grab my hoe that I almost forgot. I'm curious, is it just the dwarf over here still? Yep, nothing new. Sounds good. A watermelon is a berry. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about the fact that a strawberry ain't a berry, but a watermelon? Yeah, that's a big berry. I think it's really cool is why pumpkins can get so big is so if you do it right, you can basically make it so all the nutrients from the plant goes to one flower and it creates this humongous pumpkin. And I mean humongous. Great gift, thank you. Do you want something from me? Yes, yes I do. Give me all your money. I'm kidding. Just being a weirdo. Let's see. Anything here? No. Some horseradish. That's good. That's good. Um, that's about it, it seems. Not too bad. Not too bad. Good, more iron. That is exactly what I need. Exactly. And the good thing is I can just put some more copper in. Charcoal kiln, I will say fuck it. Put it here. That won't start a fire, definitely. Definitely. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know there's the cave carrot quest. I'm thinking what else there is. I mean, for all I know, some of the quests might have gotten removed or added, but I'm less likely to believe that they would remove quests, certain quests, over just adding more, to be completely honest. So, yes, doggo, I know. Bark, bark. You don't say. Bark? Really, you don't say. Wow. Barking as much as my actual dog Athena does bark. You sure you're not my real dog? Just bark, 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 bark. Literally. Gets kind of annoying after a point, but I still love her. And another log down. Me slowly taking out these thick trunks. These thick pieces of work. Ooh, coal. I will take that. They're extra thick. Extra juicy. Oh boy. There we go. And then just doop and doop and doop. I love being able to like have smaller things as well because it's kind of cool. Yes, money. Fun fact, if you have 15 crops or less, their crows will not spawn. Fun fact. Weather report. Tomorrow is going to rain. Spirits are neutral today. Oh my god. Did you not know that? That's why you don't have to deal with crows originally. Yep, cauliflower right there. Right there. And boop. Pet the pepper, pet the pepper, pet the pepper. Water. So here's what I'm going to do. Do this. I should be able to afford the new pole, but if not, I will... how much does this make me? It should make me enough to at least buy a new pole, and if not, I would be surprised. And I can just sell forage then. Well, since I'm already going up there. Oh boy. Should I go see what the traveling market has before buying the pole? I'm debating it. Not like I'm not gonna have time, so. Eh. The silence is deafening in this place. And boop. And boop. Yay! Okay, how bad is the rest of this? Dome. Dome, dome, dome. 75 on delivery for Demetrius. No. Anyways. Doom. Ba-dum, 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 boom. Oh yeah, it's 9 a.m. for everyone. I just forget it's 9 a.m. over 8 a.m. I don't know why I always forget that either. Maybe because my brain just instantly thinks of the museum. Okay, how bad? Oh, quality sprinkler? That's... Ooh. Ooh, a duck feather. I think I'm going to get more out of the fishing rod than just the quality sprinkler because I will be able to get the quality sprinkler recipe eventually. Like, what level am I in farming? 2? I think I get it at level 3 or 4. I think I get a level 4 or 5. So it's not like I'm far away, but I'm not close either. It's kind of that middle ground. Hi, Vincent. Where's your mother? Washing dishes? Here you go. Yeah, 300 gold. Imagine if I didn't have enough. I would be so sad. Oh, yes. Oh, here we go again. But yeah, it's like, I think it's like 450. Something like that. Ooh, a conch. The magic conch shell. What is your wisdom? Do nothing. The magic conch has spoken! So I'm playing Master right now, going gaming right immediately. You know, that really is a lucky break. Not gonna lie. Yep, there's fiberglass right. Whoa, it's a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. Well, we now have a better fishing rod at least. So what's one place that we need a lot of fish from? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Crab pot. I know these are different season. We do need some lake fish, night fish, and river fish. But it seems the lake is where we need to get most of things, so why not? And actually, we have enough that we can go and buy the quality sprinkler as well. You know what? That's not bad. Let me just drop this off. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 bum. Ba ba ba. Ba da ba ba da ba. Ba ba da. I love this game way too much sometimes. If you put it to your ear, you can hear the ocean. The magic conch has spoken! Gasp for me? Thank you! She's ignoring me now? Wow! I give her a gift and then she ignores me. Wow! Bitch! I gave her the magic conch shell. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. I am in awe. Well, at least I can also buy an apple. So, I can add that to the list of things I can put in, too. Sorry for text while I just experienced the pinnacle of gaming. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I need to, like, I think after stream I'm probably gonna set it up if I get some time, before my next thing. But I think I'm gonna set it up where, like, I need to set up the rules of chat when you, like, tap the thing. I need to set up a bunch of things. Like, I find it dumb that, like, certain things are auto-modded, and I need to work on it. Like, I turned off some stuff on auto-mod, but I need to, like, tweak it better. What else? What else? Few other things. I just want to try and get it done with and over with and finished. Mbohohoho. Where's Linus? I love this game too much for my own good, it feels like. Because I could play this game for hours on end. Here you go, Linus. This is a great gift, thank you. Please don't destroy my tent. It's happened before. Okay. I will make sure not to destroy your tent. Ba-doom. I think the good thing about this is now we can use bait, we can get a lot more, and it's just a better pull. Nice. It's an easy catch today, boys. And it's a gold star. Come on, baby. Let's see what this is. A chub? Nice. I do like a nice chub in the morning. Wait a minute. I realized how that sounded as it came out of my mouth. What is that noise? Was that a burp? Weird. But, like, I love how, like, you can just be chilling in Stardew, personally, and you can find some of the weirdest shit sometimes. But also find some of them, like, this game is so beautiful and wholesome, but also so dark at the same time. It's just like, Jesus! It's kind of crazy to think about. I don't know if anyone here has fished in real life as well, but I personally find it quite fun. Fishing in real life, it can be fun, relaxing, chill, but it also can be very annoying depending how bad you do on a day or not. Yeah, it's only silver, but I got some bait! Yay! But I'm fine with using some bait. I don't know what it is about this music, but it always just kind of makes me, like, smile and just happy. And it's always that way for, like, not just Stardew Valley, but Terraria. Like, something about those, just the two games, somehow with their music, like, Terraria is not all the time, but it's always with Stardew. Always with Stardew. It just brings a smile to my face for some reason. And I don't know why fully, but it always makes me smile. Did it? Okay, there it is. And not all games can do that easily. I know some people don't have games like that where they can just always smile, but other people do. But Stardew is just a game where I can look at and I just hearing the music, just chilling with it, it always brings a smile. Same for me with RuneScape. That's fair. Like, everyone has that game Like, one game that I like personally when it comes to story, like, I was never a big fan of the original God of War games. Like, they were pretty good, I will admit it. But I will say, God of War 2018 was my favorite so far that I've played. I have yet to play Ragnarok, but I want to after I finish New Game Plus with 2018 to kind of see how it what changes and stuff. Because I'm playing on Give Me God of War. Ooh, my first Iridium star. But I like that they at least have shown that, like, yeah, things have changed for Kratos, and he's no longer the same violent, fucked up person he once was. That, like, will go out of their way to murder literal innocents. Like, Kratos was a horrible person. 2018 made him a lot better of a person, and from just some of the ways he even reacted, you can tell he was a lot quieter, a lot more to himself, and it obviously affected him. And I'm interested in seeing how Ragnarok takes it, because I have yet to watch Ragnarok or play Ragnarok, and I don't want to be spoiled for it, but I'm going to play it on my own time. And I'm so excited for it too, because I love Norse mythology as well. And I'm interested to see how they do it because there's also the Valhalla DLC from what I heard, the free DLC. So that's just an add-on for me. Like, it just means more to do, more to try, more to do, more to feel, more to do, more to try, more to emotion. Yeah, emotion. Woo, yeah, emotion. I want to see what this is. For all I know, it could be a dinosaur egg. It's happened before. What's to stop it from happening again? Also, yeah, this is not going to be a very well caught fish. Still a silver star. And now I got 12 bait. Hell yeah. But yeah, like I have my fair share of games I love Don't Starve Together, but it is so difficult for me sometimes. Like, one day I'm doing amazing, like really really good. Another day I'm just like, what is wrong with me? And it literally is just that. And I don't know what it is about the game. It just always happens for me, it feels like. It's either really good or really poor. And god damn it, I keep missing that. Come on. Come on. Come on, fish. But like, I don't know what it is about some of the games. Just a lot easier for me or a lot harder. Ooh, a bullhead. I did need one of those, I believe. But it's like, it just feels so weird looking at it and just think to myself, I never thought I would actually, like, care about Kratos as much as I did. Especially, like, I understand why he hated the Greek pantheon. I understand wholeheartedly looking at it. Like, yeah, he had a good reason. But some of them just did not, some people just did not deserve the deaths they got. Like, what the fuck? And I like God of War Ragnarok because, not Ragnarok, 2018, because of, like, and I know this is a spoiler for the game, but, I mean, it's been 6 years? Jeez. Almost 6 years? But he only kills one god, and it's to keep someone alive. So, like, it's weird. I'm interested in seeing how Ragnarok takes how it ended off, but we'll find out. Oh boy, here we go again. Sounds like those raccoons are back again. Holy shit, I teleported. Sounds like those raccoons are back. Filthy vermins. Ah, you turned up at the right moment, son.
Could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? Causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them good scare. They never come back.
Ooga booga booga. It was me. I'm sorry. Oh, Linus. I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Yes, it's disgusting. No, shame on the food is quick. Yes, it's illegal. That's George Parker. No, but you should get a job at leeching off other. Jesus Christ! Um, I'm between these two. No, it's a shame for. It really is a shame food goes to waste. Yeah, the responses in this game can get really hard, and that's normal start. Thanks, Boshi. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. You can go on home. I promise I won't rummage George's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the raccoons for good. Like, I feel bad for Linus because that is a very realistic thing for a lot of homeless people, especially now. Wait, I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. It's people like Gus we need more of. Here, I got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure to dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. Like, something about Stardew never fails to not, like, either be really depressing or wholesome. Because you see these real people with real issues, and I will say Concerned Ape did so good with it. And I'm scared to see what the modded ones are like, because if Concerned Ape was that good with his normal stuff, what what are the others gonna be like? Because for all we know, it could be completely different. But damn, that just hits hard. And I mean hard, like because that is a huge issue even nowadays is homelessness, especially in the US. And honestly, Gus is one of those people that I could like I would probably be close friends with in real life, surely because I like him, but just the things he does as well. He's someone that you would want to be around over not being around or being against them. Like he's one of those people that you actually are fine with being around. You could be fine with being around just because they are a good person, and you know that like you can like talk to them and stuff, but they seem like that type of person. Level 3 fishing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh, baby, we made some good bank. Not a lot, but a good amount. Shame we didn't make 6 more coins, 6 more gold, or else we would have had 987. Copper pickaxe is ready. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. Spirits are annoyed today. Okay. Hi, me sell hats. Okay, poke. Come to odd has poke. Bring coins, hat mouse. Oh, the hat mouse. That's adorable. A little hat mouse. God, it makes me just wanna freaking hug them. I love the hat mouse so much already. If anyone were to hurt him, it just reminds me of that picture. If anyone were to hurt him, I would kill everyone and then myself afterwards. It's like, what the fuck? But Yeah. Yeah, like, Hat Mouse is just so fucking cute. Like, there is no reason for it to be as cute as it is, but it is. God, I just want to hold him close and just tell him everything's gonna be okay, Hat Mouse. I'm here for you, Hat Mouse. I just want to protect Hat Mouse. At all costs. At all levels except physical. I am a wolf. Arr! I just thought about that next. I don't know why. Like, I have so many things go through my head at once. Like, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about random shit. Some of which I know I can't talk about, mainly due to personal or other things, but because Twitch. But, like, I can go on and on about so many different things. Like, if I had a beat, I could make it a thing. I could make a song, maybe make a rhyme. I don't know. Like, I unintentionally will make songs so often, but I can't write songs for the life of me. I got the catfish! We got the catfish! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. Woo! Yeah, baby! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, baby! I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy some parsnips from Georgia or something. I'm just happy we got the catfish. But I need more like crops to grow, and parsnips are the only ones that I think will grow in time. I need my copper pickaxe though. Ba da da da. Plus, I think I can plant a good chunk of them too. Okay, baby. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Santa's coming. Santa! Oh my god! Sorry. Who is this? Like, I don't know why, I just think of all these things. My brain is like, I don't even know how to explain it other than, what? Doopa doop doop. Hello, how may I help you? Takes 6 days to grow the potatoes. Actually, I can grow a bunch of potatoes. We're growing so many potatoes. I'd rather grow the potatoes mainly for the farming XP because that's the whole point of it, not for like um full on money, but it's going to help more with money as well. So it might as well just do it while I can. And ba da ba ba. There we go. Time for the long, arduous process of planting. Bang. But the good thing about this is we will get a lot from this in the end, which is what we want. Like, honestly, I think this game is one of those games that, like, Stardew is a game that you can come back to at almost any time, and it still holds up. Like, despite everything, it just still holds up. And I like that about this game is that it can hold up despite everything. Because not many games can say, "Oh yeah, we still hold up despite despite like everything that has changed in the world. Like, and that's both a good and a bad thing. It says a lot about the world as a whole, but that's besides the point right now. It's interesting though because it adds a lot more character to the game when you realize, yeah, these people are people. They go through struggles and you get to watch it. You get to help them. You get to do all sorts of things, and I find it so cool because it just adds that element to it of just that element of like, yeah, this is real life. These are people. They're not just characters. They are more than that. They feel like people with their own issues, their own desires, their own needs, their own wants. But it doesn't make them any less of people. And I think that is one of the coolest things. So I want 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah, whatever. And then do this. But it's like, I love that type of stuff so much because it adds so much. Because people feel like people and don't feel like they're just random numbers on a screen or random people that like just don't feel real. They just and I like that about Stardew. They feel real and they feel like people. They feel like someone you might meet in your family or on the street. Someone who has a story to tell that you can hear and listen and learn from. One where, despite everything, it's still us. We're still people, and that hasn't changed. And I love it because it goes into those moments, both fucked up and not. Like, Shane's whole story goes into alcohol addiction, which is really fucked up, but battling with depression as well. And there's so many shows that do it too really well. One of my favorites being Legend of Korra, because it goes into depth about PTSD and how, while it may not, and I think the one criticism people have made that I hate is, well, why didn't it affect her sooner? But as anyone who has PTSD knows, sometimes it won't affect you until there's that one thing, the straw that breaks the camel's back. And for Korra, it was literally being reduced to a wheelchair and unable to walk. And that's pretty traumatic for anyone to go through. Like having to like relearn to walk and etc. It's more traumatic than it sounds. And I like that about stories that do those deeper topics is when they do them right, where they feel realistic to the people who have dealt with similar issues. And I love it that way because then it is better. It's a reason why certain shows are better than others, in my personal opinion. Because there are some shows, I won't name any names, that paint groups of people in a lot worse lights because they choose the worst side of the spectrum. And it's definitely a huge issue with Hollywood as well. Weather report, it's going to be sunny, beautiful day tomorrow. Nice. Fortune teller, spirits hate me. Great. Queen of sauce, radish salad. But it's like, you have these moments, these things. There's no point in going to the traveling cart. I have $39. What am I going to get? But it's sad to look at those types of shows that like don't do it right and cause more harm than good. Similar to a certain show that I know gets a lot of flack, but it's just after a point you've seen so much with that type of stuff that you're just like, really? Again? And when you see shows like Korra that actually do it right, or even games that do it right, or movies that do it right, it's a breath of fresh air. It's like for once someone understands you type thing. And I think that's one of the more important things to think about with it is how does it make people feel, but also does it do it in the right way? Because in a lot of cases, I've seen it be no, I've seen it be yes. But one thing that has always remained true is sometimes people just don't listen. And that's not on them, not all the time. If anything, sometimes you don't even hear things. But I think it's important, especially when you're writing that type of stuff, to actually ask people from those groups or like actually like just get those types of people in to talk about it if they are willing. Because I think it would make a lot better shows. Because in all reality, some shows just, oh my god. Like there's some shows I am happy are no longer like airing because of how bad they did. Like something that is so commonly mistaken with psychopathy and sociopaths is that they're all violent murderers. Like I've seen that mistaken so much because of Hollywood that it's actually sad because stuff that can cause that is like just natural things. Like for example, let's say you spent a lot of your life getting bullied and treated horribly, and your natural defense mechanism is ignore it, and you just completely block out those emotions. You technically can be counted under socio or psychopath, depending on certain levels, but it doesn't mean they're violent criminals. And it's the same thing for people who are born that way. And I hate that thing about like Hollywood is it's misrepresented a lot of things, especially mental illnesses. Well, yes, psycho and sociopaths are more likely to do violent things. It doesn't mean they're incapable of learning, like, or learning to at least understand what is seen as right or wrong. Like, part of it is being raised right, etc. as well, but there's so much that goes into it, and I just hate that they always make it that way because it just leaves more people thinking in a more destructive way towards people like that. And it's sad because, yeah, like, sometimes you wouldn't even know it, but I can guarantee that in your lifetime, you'll talk to multiple psycho slash sociopaths, and you'd never notice, which is crazy. But that's just the truth of it. And I think that's something that's important to remember is, yeah, everyone's different. Doesn't mean that because of their own issues, they aren't like us. They're still people, whether some people may want to admit it or not. We're all people. And it's really interesting because, like, and I'll admit, I am not a licensed therapist. I will be the first to tell you that. But it's things I've learned through my years of study, but also through people who actually, like, I've met, through people I've talked to. And I will tell you, there are some people who just, you wouldn't expect them, despite their illnesses, etc., to be as nice as they are. But they are, and it's interesting because after you meet enough people of different groups, I think it's important that you do at least try to do that type of stuff when you're, like, at least younger and older, like, never stop learning type shit. Because you'll constantly learn new things about different groups, different people, and I think that's an important thing because it's so interesting to learn about these different groups, in my opinion. Like, how different people act, how different religions work, how different things work through beliefs, through all sorts of things. Love those shows that don't actually consult people's struggles of whom they represent, especially you yourself, group, not create harmful stereotypes, but otherwise they're so unintentionally hilarious to me. I mean, the biggest issue with them is that they do create those harmful stereotypes. And something that has been seen, like, a lot through, like, study and stuff is those types of shows, like, are more likely to make parents see their kids in different ways if their kid has that illness based off a show like that. And that is the biggest terrifying thing of it, is it can actually ruin kids' lives in some cases, which is scary. And it says a lot about how much influence that stuff has over our lives if it leads to that type of stuff. And I think that's the thing that, like, is the scary part, is the influence it has is more than it should have. Because it shouldn't be that bad of an influence. The fact that it is what's worrying. Because no kid should have to go through that. I mean, imagine frickin', like, fucked me up a lot personally when my parents found out I was self-harmful. I mean, it's one of those things of just finding out about like, an issue or disability is already hard enough for a kid. But imagine if your parent learns from only those harmful stereotype like shows. Like, for example, The Good Doctor. That was, like, there's so many harmful stereotypes in that show. Like, it leads to an extent where it's gonna hurt the kids even more than they already are. Like, it might even change a parent's perspective, even if they thought that, and be like, oh, I thought I knew it, right? No. But, like, it's sad. And I think that's something that's really important to look at, that needs to be fixed as well in, like, Hollywood, is it's causing more harm than good to people of that group. That's why I like shows and movies that actually represent it well. That's why I like shows that do it right. And I know not everyone will have that show, but, like, when I was a kid, I wished wholeheartedly so much that I had an icon I could look up to as someone who is not straight at all. Like, I like women some like, and I can deal with them, but I haven't had those types of feelings for them in a long time due to my own like struggles, and it's like going back and forth metronome between he's gonna game and he's gonna shoot up a school. I mean, the fact that that's even like a thing, it's sad, but it's like I know for me, when I was really bad in my depression, like there were times where my parents would ask, "Do you need to go to the mental hospital?" But like after going there once, I'm like, "No." I just say, "No, I don't have a plan," even if I did have a plan, because I didn't want to go back to that place because it was horrid. Like it's not fun. Like and that's something else that's like and I know it's not for everyone, but like from my experiences, there were some nurses and doctors that just would not care at all, and it led to a lot more issues for people than it should have because of how little they cared, and it just made me not want to. Yeah. Oh, wards are self. They really are. It's like, and they wonder why I always say, "Oh, I don't have a plan," but it's like they don't even know that I did that, even to this day, years later. But that's another thing. Sometimes kids won't trust their parents because of that stuff too, because of how many harmful stereotypes, because of one thing or another, because their own things. And sometimes they'll tell their parents something, and their parents just don't listen. And it's sad. Like for me, I wish I had more representation when I was younger. Like, of people who like people no matter who, like, what they are. Just, yeah, I like people. I think that explains. As long as you're a good, like, someone who's, like, nice to me and a good person, cool. Like, that's kind of how I was for most of my life. Like, now I have a bit more, like, preference due to my own experiences, and it's like, I look at it and I just think to myself, I don't know where I'd be now in some cases. Because some of the stuff I did to myself, some of the stuff that I dealt with, was horrible. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, it was horrible. And I probably shouldn't have done it to myself, but here I am now. Oh boy. But with shows like that, I've seen it lead to more harm than good, and it's sad. You get me? Because it's like, I prefer the shows that actually do it correctly because they feel more realistic in their own ways, but they also feel more human. It's easier to connect with characters, to understand certain struggles, and I like that. Um, and then boom, and boom, and um, solar essence. Let me just check something. Okay, jade is not there, but good. Just put these away because they are things I need to do stuff with. And I will put the leather boots away. I will look at your thing and just suck. Last word I was in essentially was a jail. They put you in a room with these lucky participants. Keep locked. Should base with me. Better. Yeah. I mean, that is just the sad truth of it is there that is basically like what it is like. Like here like it's scary because the bathrooms Like they had lots of like rusty and sharp objects you could use and stuff. Like they just never cared to do much about. But oh boy, if you do anything to try and hurt yourself with frickin' one thing or the other, it's like, nope, you no longer can have a plastic knife or a plastic fork. In rare cases, not even a plastic spoon. Because you're not allowed to have anything metal. It sucked. No contact with the outside world either. Just silence. It sucks. A lot. And it's painful looking back now, knowing how bad it gets. Like, I think that's a really sad part about mental health care, is how little certain people just care about it when it's like this extremely important thing. Because it is important. It is literally part of our lifeline in a way. And getting rid of it just harms more people. My hope, though, is to one day see a world that is more accepting of mental health. But let's be honest, chance of that happening is not high anytime soon. Especially with everything else in the world, yeah, doubtful. But, you win some, you lose some, I guess. I know that in terms of things, I just am kind of at that point where I'm like, I just, wow, at times. Because I don't know how to react to certain things I hear or see. Because it's just like so like beyond me. Die, 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 die. Well, at least I'm getting stuff towards my Dust Sprite collection. Yay, more frozen tier. Okay. Because these Dust Sprites do help me a lot, because if you get the burglar ring, you basically just roll the table twice. So that's pretty useful. I know that rolling that twice helps, because rolling that table twice could mean a multitude of things. And boop. I kind of am debating, do I just like keep hunting for them or not? Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Oh boy. Hi, Ghost. Nice to meet ya. Go fuck yourself. I really hate the stigma against SH. Like, do you understand? It's also, but you're doing permanent damage to your body. Your smoke space. I mean, the thing is, self-harm is bad for you. I'm not even going to say that it's good for you, because I know from experience. If anything, a lot of things are bad for you. Drinking and smoking are still just as bad. Like, it doesn't matter what you smoking, it still's bad. Like, smoking is just bad in general because of what is produced with smoke. Doesn't matter what you're smoking, be it weed, etc. Like, it still is bad for you, like lung wise, with the smoke that you inhale. Like any smoke that you get into your, like, same thing with vapes. Like, while it may not affect everyone the same way, it's still bad for you. Like, just smoking in general is bad. Like, and it's the same thing with a few other things. Like, yeah, drinking is not good for you. Like, there's moderation of stuff with certain things like drinking. Like, to stop yourself from actually, like, becoming an addict, etc. Still doesn't mean it doesn't affect your liver pretty harshly if you drink a lot in general. Like, much less medications and other bullshittery. It's kind of that weird balance thing of where you want to stand on that balance. Because in all reality, yeah. Because of drunk drivers, honestly, I wonder if people would rather see me jailed or running some or stitches every so often. Honestly, either way, both are bad. Like it or not, both are bad. And honestly, both are really unhealthy forms of coping. Honestly, I still find it crazy that furries have been banned in some places. It's just like, if anything, what would you rather have? A drunkard who's a like just always drinking, like etc., or someone who helps themselves feel better by wearing a fursuit, or who likes anthropomorphic animals? Like, oh no, what are they gonna do? Exist? Oh god, ooh. Like, oh boy, here we go existing again. I always found that to be one of the dumbest things. It's just like, if anything, like, I'm more on the side with furry there because, if anything, it's a healthy coping mechanism if you're using that to cope with something. And I'd rather that than you hurting yourself, etc. And I think most people could agree with me on that of, it's better than hurting yourself. I mean, there's a reason there's so many videos of mascots having so much fun. Yeah, have you seen the ban furries in where Oklahoma? I think it was Oklahoma. I don't know if it was Oklahoma or what, but it's just like, so you want to ban an entire section of the population. This reminds me of something. Looks over at what started this certain things in history. This this reminds me of something. Looks at certain other countries, insert. It's just like, you're banning them because of why? What did they do? Because I think the thing I hate the most is the whole bullshit of, oh, they actually want to be animals. Like, no. I mean, yeah, I'd love to be an animal sometimes, but no. Most furries don't know they're human. We don't think we're animals. I mean, I think any normal person would look at themselves and think, God, life would be so much easier if I was just a dog. Nothing to worry about, just having an owner that takes care of me and just like, yeah, free food. Like, and I think most people can agree with that sentiment of introducing bill this week allowed animal services for my students. Like, it's not even an identification. It's the thing is, it's not even like a gender or anything. It's just a hobby. That's the ironic part of it. So it's like, so people can't have hobbies? And animal services? What? It's just so dumb. Like, I really think that a lot of the stuff that happens in America at this point is people not wanting to, slash, already understanding, but just wanting to get rid of certain people that they see as a threat to their freaking power or whatever. You get me? That's kind of what it feels like. Oh, how good is this? So it's kind of like that, or honestly, I might take the Forest Dweller sword despite the less damage, surely because it's faster. That want the ban something. IRL have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Exactly! It's the same thing with the whole trans ban stuff and other similar things. I can guarantee you most of them have no idea what they're talking about, or they do and they just don't care and just want to get rid of a group of people. Because I can guarantee you, most normal people couldn't care less because they're not doing anything wrong. Like, if anything, it's just dumb. And I'm just here, like, every time I see that type of stuff, I'm just like, really? The fug? Because it's just so dumb that it's hard to believe at times. Like, as a person, it is hard for me to believe at times seeing that shit. And I'm just like, what? Okay, there is a ladder at the beginning. I'll just make my way over there. It's just so dumb to me. Because it's like, really? Oh no, what is it gonna do? In reality, nothing. Like, they're just people. And I just find it crazy that it's like it's considered political to talk about like sexuality and stuff because it's like, why is it political to talk about who I am as a person? Like, it shouldn't be political that I like someone just because they're the same gender as me. So dumb. I'll never understand how some people get to that point. I'm just here like, huh? So dumb. Want to ban something? Yeah, like it's. I'm just kind of here like, what? When it comes to some of that stuff, because I'm just here like, what do you say? Like that's what you kind of have to think to yourself. What do you say to that? Like if I had a choice, the amount of people I would call idiots in my life just for some of the stuff they've said that make no sense or aren't even true, I would probably like if I had a nickel for that, I would be rich by now. If I had a nickel for every time I've wanted to call someone an idiot because of something that just is blatantly untrue, like full on fallacy type shit of like, oh, this or that. It's just like, dude, get a life. Like that's how it feels. It's like, dude, get a life. And it's funny because I look at it now and I'm just thinking to myself, these people really don't have lives. Like unintentional roast or whatever you want to call it, but it's just so dumb it's funny. To be talking about being gas and someone will be like, don't make it political, and I'm like, huh, none of the boys I want to get with run for president. Yeah, it's I find that crazy that you can be like, God, I'm such a gay ass, and someone can say, why are you talking political? It's like, I don't think that should be political in any form, much less illegal in areas. It's just like, what? I think it's one of the dumbest things to me is just, huh? Because it's like, how is it political? It's weird because I don't like talking about political topics really much. So it's like, I don't normally talk about it, but it's like, it's such a specific thing that's like, how is it political? Like, what went through your head to be like, it's political now? Like, bro, get a life. Like, seriously, like, get a fucking life, dude. Ride the waves in a different form. Like, dude. Like, it's hard to take seriously. In all honesty, it is so hard for me to take those types of people seriously who call it political. Because I'll just be here laughing my ass off internally, like, God, you're an idiot. Oh, I just accidentally hit that. Ugh. But I'm here just, like, doing my thing. And I know, like, my parents don't care if I have a kid or not. Like, I've already told them that the bloodline ends with me, most likely. And they've accepted that, and I'm glad they don't care if it ends with me. They just said whether we have grandbabies or not, as long as they're fur babies, if we have them or not, I don't care. Which honestly, thank God. If it like I'm glad they don't care because oh my God, that would have sucked. Because in all reality, I don't want kids. Kids kind of get annoying after a point for me. I am not someone who is a big kid person because I just not the best at it. Oh, this is new. Would be a horrible parent to miss. Oh, same. Boshi, hello. It's a lovely day today. I dropped by to check on my green beans. They're ready to harvest. Gus and Pierre were here a little while ago, taking care of their crops too. Pelican Town's community garden is pretty nifty. Wouldn't you agree, Boshi? It's cute, but my farm holds 40 times more. Or, community gardening is a neat idea. Yes, it's spectacular. I mean, I do have an example of what not to do, but eh. I mean, I think everyone does have one of those examples in some form. I'm very thankful for this community garden. Don't have much property to grow my own food. But thanks to this little plot of land we all share, I can. Phew, that's all of them. Now I need to decide what to cook with these tonight. Here, a fresh green bean straight from the vine. I got a green bean! Oh my God, it forced me to eat it. Oh my God, I would not have eaten it. I would have sold it. Oh wait, I actually I actually kept it. Wait, I duplicated the bean. I, I'm a wizard. The Jenkins. I'm a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. I know that, nonetheless, though. God, I'm such a weirdo. I do love this game a lot. It's so quirky. Donate to the museum. There we go. I love this game. There's no reason for it to be as fun as it is, but it is. Dupe detected. Initiating rollback. I think it's an unintentional dupe or an intentional dupe. We don't know for sure, but either way, it's a fresh green bean from the vine. You could say it's almost divine. Bah, bah, bah. Sorry, that's a bad joke. I am such a weirdo. You know, there are times where I ask myself, How the fuck do I have friends? Then I realize they're just as weird as me. I have friends? That's not supposed to happen. Oh boy. It's honestly nice just being able to chill. I know I want to do more stuff with friends eventually. Like, and I want to like bring them on stream. The hard part is getting them on the same time schedule I'm on. Because I have such a weird time schedule compared to them. Relatable. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, it's. I love to just. Like, there are times, like. And I know this may make me seem kind of. Like, I find it weird that someone's called me childish for it, but I will actually, like, put YouTube or Twitch in the background and, like, listen to videos no matter how dumb they are. Like, even if I fall asleep to it, like, someone called me childish because I had a certain thing in my, watch in my history, and it was just Minecraft. It's like Minecraft from Jerome ASF, and I'm like, okay, it's Jerome ASF, it's a YouTuber, and if anything, yeah, he's child friendly, but doesn't mean I can't like it. If anything, something about it is oddly comforting to me, and it could be because I grew up with that type of stuff. Like, I grew up with like early like childhood stuff, but something about Jerome just I don't know what it is. It just brings back good memories. Like I still remember the team crafted days and stuff. Like I remember all that stuff from back in my day, and it's like it's crazy. Feel lucky for finding people as idiotic as me. That's both a blessing and a curse in its own regard. As my own friends point out quite a bit. But like I know for me, it's just kind of like the fact that I even have a group of people I can play D&D with says something. I know that like I play Pokemon with one of my friends and stuff. Like we've been playing Scarlet and Violet. We play Scarlet and Violet together. I think it's so funny because I'm just here like, God damn it, I ran into another. Oh my god, it's a shiny. Just like, and she's like, what the fuck is your luck today? Because we both used like I used to shiny hunt a lot, and she's done a bit of shiny hunting, but for some reason I have ran into so many shiny Pokemon on accident. Like I'm just here sitting, I go to the and like okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I go, leave, go to the bathroom. I come back and right by my Koraidon, there's just a shiny Fennekin just staring at my character, and I'm like, "Oh, well, hello there, little guy." Turns out it was actually a little girl, so it was a female shiny starter. Feels so like I feel so lucky and unlucky at the same time. But my friend finds it hilarious and is like, "Ooh, that's a really good shiny." Cuz it happened to me when I was alone that one time. It's like I have such weird luck because when I'm actually shiny hunting, I can't find a shiny for my life. But then I'm just doing random bullshit waiting for like my friend or like just in the background trying to get BP and just surprise shiny. Dangerously funny. Oh my gosh, Dangerously Funny. I've watched Dangerously Funny myself. He's actually the one who got me into Stardew Valley the first ever time when I first saw his videos. Fun fact. I remember his old Stardew Valley videos. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. I haven't watched his videos in a long time, but I definitely need to. Because that's some classic for me. Like, I remember back in my day. uh, like, I remember Dangerously Funny. Like, there are times where you just turn off your brain and just enjoy the dumbness of stuff at times. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes you need those types of moments where you just shut off your brain and go, like, it's so satisfying when you get to do that. I'm chomp 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 chomp. 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 But it's like, you don't realize it until later. But yeah, it, like, I've put that stuff in the background and just, like, will listen to it while I am working. Like, without, and if I'm on stream, I have my own set of stuff, so I don't, get copyright or anything, but it's nice because you have, like, these specific things you can just kind of listen to. Like, I like to listen to, the Imp and Skiz podcast sometimes on YouTube because I started watching this person called Skizzleman, and that's kind of what got me to the Life series, where I kind of started watching more people like Grian, etc., who I had watched a bit beforehand and like building stuff, and like I didn't really watch a lot of beforehand. Like I watched a bit here and there, but it also is what got me into people like Impulse and Solidarity Gaming more. And then one thing led to another, and I found the Imp and Skiz podcast, and it's interesting because of like just listening to certain things like that they talk about, because it's just a nice thing to put in the background. Also, I get called in the weird constantly rewatching for entire sci-fi theory and sci-craft. These really feel like 90s more than I do now. It's like I just look at it like I've watched Hermitcraft since like season 5 through Mumbo, because I think it was season 5. God, how many years? Because I've watched Mumbo for a long time because I love Redstone, and Mumbo was the one who got me into Redstone. But it's interesting because I look back and I'm like, I really did not watch a lot of Hermits outside of Mumbo and sometimes Grian, other than like I'll watch Scar, I'll watch Iskal, I'll watch frickin' Impulse, I watch Gemini Tay sometimes. Like I'll just like put that stuff in the background, like the different hermits, and I'll just listen to it while I'm working. Like Zombie Cleo, for example. I like hearing about, I love the armor stand stuff she does, and I want to get that good one day with them because it's so cool. So cool, so cool, so cool, so cool. But like I've learned a bit about armor stand posing and stuff from her videos, and I've learned how to use it. Like when the plugin is in, I can pose armor stands into all sorts of things. Like, and whenever like my friend has it on a server or something, like whenever it's on like a server, I go crazy with the armor stands because I've made some interesting things. Like I've made a full-on bush out of like a flower pot bush that literally just started as a dead bush in a flower pot into an actual living, breathing bush with armor stands. Oh, I keep hitting my mic when I try to rub my nose because it itches. But it's like I look at it now and I'm just like, I've learned so much since the start of that. I am nowhere near where I used to be, and I'm proud of myself for getting as far as I have. Like I'm not perfect. I know that. Wholeheartedly, I know that. But it is so interesting to me seeing how much has changed, like compared to when I started. Like, for example, calligraphy. That is something I do in my personal time, and it is so fun. At least for me, it is. Not for everyone, but for me, it is. And that's kind of the stuff that is good to think about. But yeah. I don't think we're gonna get through another day before stream time's over for me today. I don't think we could get through a full day. God, I'm reminiscing about being active in tech MC community like for God, that's old times. But I think this is like a good place for me to kind of end off the stream where like then I don't need to worry about the next like completing this day really quickly. But the hope is I know tomorrow I should be streaming unless something happens. It will probably be Dicey Dungeons. Might not, just depends. But I do hope you have a wonderful day. That all of you do. And I'll be seeing you next time. For sure. See ya, guys.